everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the homestead. So it's been a winter, not a long winter, but it's been a winter, and spring is now here and we're ready to get out. And Paul's got a bear tag this year, so he's going to set up his bear baiting station and we're going to take you guys along with us. So I'm going to switch over to Paul and we'll show you guys how Paul's going to set up his bear baiting station for his bear season. All right, let's get to it.
We're about a week out from the start of the New Brunswick spring bear season, and this year we're going to try baiting for some bear to maybe try and get a black bear. What we're doing is we've got some old cooking grease, some cooking oil, we've got some molasses in a can here, and then for bait I'm just using old table scraps, some chicken, homemade bread, and molasses with some whole corn. And we're just going to take that and put it in the barrel. I'm just using a 50-gallon barrel, cut a hole in the front, got a piece of rebar here going across so I can move it, and then when I close the lid down it's not going to get pushed in. And then we're going to tie it up to a tree here with a ratchet strap. One tip though that I learned is that use a 2x4 and put some leg bolts in, and then you install it in the back. So you can take a look here. I pre-drilled some holes, and you're going to want to take those leg bolts and install it when you screw it into the tree, and that way they're not just breaking the plastic, it connects. I have 3 leg bolts here, one I'll still get installed, and then I'm going to put the ratchet strap around the top, and then I'm going to put the clip on here so they can't get in. And I mean, a bear might still be able to get in, but it's going to stop the raccoons and stuff from climbing in through the top. The hole here is big enough a bear can get his hands in there and do what he's got to and just pull the bait out. And we're going to keep it probably, you can see it's about 8 inches off bottom here, but we'll keep this up about 2 feet up off the ground from the bottom of the barrel. So the bear's going to have to stand there and reach in. Should be able to give you a pretty good shot. So got our tree stand right here. It's already set up. Same stand we hunted a little bit of deer out of in the fall. And then we're going to put our bait pile somewhere right in here. We'll just find a nice little spot for it. So we're only shooting about 20 yards from the bear, from the bait pile. And then it should be a pretty easy setup. So we just got to do some lane clearing, get a little trail in for our quad to get in behind the stand so we can do a loop, and then clear some of this stuff out so it's not as much brush in here to try to shoot through. The nice thing with using a bait barrel like this is it gives you a chance to sex the bear. They'll sit around for a while looking at it, so it gives you a chance to get a good look at the bear so you know you're not making a shot on the wrong animal. And it gives you a good chance at a more ethical broadside shot, so you're not shooting something as it's passing. But yeah, first time trying it here on the property. We've seen bears on the cameras around here. Right up here we had quite a few passing by, so right in here should be a really nice spot for the bear. Our tree stand is right here, so we're south of it. We get a lot of southwest wind, so our wind should be blowing down this way, away from where we're hunting. And it's a good 75 acres around back here, so it's a mix of soft hardwoods, then conifers, a big cedar spruce patch over there, that's what we call the dark woods, and then a nice valley with a creek running through. So it's a nice place. We've had lots of bear activity on previous cameras there in the fall, but I think we should still see some bears out here in the springtime. Never tried it, but it's worth a shot. the entrance of this barrel is, I have facing at a right angle to where my tree stand is. And that's so when the bear shows up and it's reaching into the barrel, he's going to be broadside to me. I don't want the entrance facing me because then his ass end is just going to be facing me while he's in the barrel. So this is the ideal way to have a bear come in broadside, and then I can shoot him. We're about 30 yards away from the tree stand, so this should be a pretty decent setup. I'm going to get some grease in the area and some molasses and peanut butter down, and this should get them coming. We know they come out from the woods there. They come up from that way, and we suspect they're also coming from this way. So it's a great start. Just going to tie this lid down. So this is tied down, and that way a bear is going to have trouble accessing it, and a raccoon can't get in or out. The only way in or out is through this entrance. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a couple logs in here, just so if a bear shows up, he has to take the time to pull those logs out. And that's another thing a raccoon's not going to do. So I just got to find a couple around here.
I think that might be hard to do.
So what we've done is we've cut up a bunch of the logs that were laying around and just poured them here. We can pour some grease and stuff on this. When I get the grease and molasses poured on these logs, raccoons, skunks, all that stuff's going to walk around, get it on their feet, walk off into the woods, and spread that scent around. I stick the logs in the hole just so that raccoons aren't going to be able to get in there, and when a bear shows up, he'll pull those out and get right into that bait. Gives me an indication that a bear's been here. Now, we're also going to put our trail cams up. When it comes to trail cams, I'm going to put on a pair of latex gloves, and then I'm going to handle the trail cams. Ideally, you want to do it before baiting, but we forgot. So I always keep some extra gloves in there. We'll put one up on this tree high, so it's out of the reach of the bears. And then we'll put another one. Oh, I'm guessing we'll put another one that takes video, maybe on that tree there. Just so they're far enough away. One is a cell cam, and then the other one's just a regular traditional trail camera that takes photo and video.
Sorry, it's a little windy down here, but we're ready. The bait station's disgusting, as it should be. We spread some bacon grease, some peanut butter, got some molasses on there, and we're ready to go. Hopefully a bear comes in. We can see if this works. Got a trail camera set up here. Paul put one on the tree over here, just so we can track, make sure we see what kind of bears are coming in, if there are any bears even coming in. But that's hunting. Got to put in the work. Now it's time to get the stand here all set up. We're going to put some burlap around it. Paul set up an ATV trail that goes right to the stand so that he can just ATV in and go up the stand and then go down the stand when he's done into the ATV and out, so he doesn't come near his bait station. All right, let's check out the work Paul did.
Okay, so you can see our barrel bait site's all ready. The tree stand's all ready. We've got our trail to park in behind the stand. We normally don't do that for deer, but we're doing it for bear. We've got one more site to set up, and it's just a ground blind site on the other side of the property. And we're going to monitor both sites and see which one has more activity, and that's probably where we'll end up hunting. So I'm going to try hunting. Season opens April 15th. So I'll probably start hunting right around then, right up until about the first week of May. I know it's early, but that's the time frame that I have to work with. So hopefully we can get some bears in on these sites early. All I need is one nice boar, and that'll be it for a season. So wish us luck, and hopefully we get into them. Oh, don't forget, comment, like, subscribe.